What do you think about the idea about family? Remember to protect this up. Okay?
The idea about family,
Like with your family, what do you think about that? You like it?
no, I don't like it. I don't like the concept that they seem to have that because we are related by blood, I must bend over backwards for you. I must twist myself in all sorts of directions to fit the mold that you want me to be in. I don't agree with that because I am an individual, much like you. Me and my family members are also individuals. You want something, you want something from me. If it is I'm not willing to give it, something wrong with me because I don't want to give it and use my family and you ask me for something. You should have like special preference. I don't believe in that.
Yeah, but is only one mother you have, so when she asks you for something, you're supposed to do it, right?
That while is
Supposed to do it, right?
just because you state a fact doesn't mean that I'm supposed to
Right.
do something for you.
You just say it's a fact, right?
It is a fact that I only
Right.
have one mother.
There's only one mother, yeah? Just like you only had one father. She's supposed to do your father's, right? Right? Right?
No, no,
Why
that
not?
is not right. Because if it is your parents tell you, hey, go, you see that bridge down there, they go and jump off there.
Well, of course, a parent wouldn't want to wish harm on the children, right? Right?
Some parents would.
Yeah, but I mean, you only have one grandmother, you only have one mother, you only have one father, you only have one older sibling or younger sibling, right? You only have one, one of these things. So you're supposed to do what they say when they ask you something, right? These elderly people in your life, these
No.
adults, right?
No.
Why?
Because.
Why not? This is your family. One of them you have, one of each, God say here what? Take a mother and a father and a grandmother and an uncle and you could have several cousins, but them not really family. Cousins, them kind of side family. Cause them my second removed. That but thing.
What is second removed? I've never understood that.
To the point. You only have one mother, one father, one uncle, one grandmother, one aunt. Well, you could have aunt, could have possibly have sisters or brothers or whatever, but same thing, you only have one of the main family that come from you. Mother, father. When you have one mother and father,
Okay.
you're supposed to do what they say when they ask you something, especially when it is you. I don't want to say a specific age, but you have to do what they say, right? Right?
No.
Why? You want people to be rebellious over there?
The only time you're supposed to be doing what it is your parents would ask of you is if it says you are, let me say, like in your teenage years or like primary school. Before primary school, you're living in these people's house and they're providing for you. They're providing a place to live, food to eat, clothes, whatnot. You comply with their wishes.
Sorry. When it is you living under the roof, you're supposed to do what they say.
For the most part, yeah.
What is you was telling me all this thing about no? You talking about?
Because I didn't do that.
Why you didn't do that?
I did not do that because I believe in setting boundaries. Boundaries are healthy.
Boundaries in a Caribbean household?
Yes, there are.
What boundaries have in a Caribbean household? You can't close no door because you don't own no doors.
I will close my door.
You cannot lock any doors because you didn't buy no lock for no door. You must eat every morsel of food given to you out of a portion that is yours to take and eat all of it. You are supposed to shut up when it is news going on or when it is they have something to say and wait for your turn. And when your turn comes and you have something to say, still shut up. Right, so what is you talking about? Why you didn't do these things? You didn't have no respect then. You didn't have respect?
Excuse?
You didn't have no respect then?
I did have respect.
Then you just said no. Now
right, because I did say no.
I didn't know
I would set boundaries. But you're on my case, right?
I want to hear you. Why you didn't do these things? Why you didn't do these things?
Because I believe in setting boundaries, even in a Caribbean household. Parents have the tendency to overstep and they want to be in your space and in your business and in every single thing. and they expect you to just comply to every single whim that they might have.
And
And I am my own person.
ah,
I don't want to do that. Just because you might want me to be a police or a lawyer or a doctor or some kind of engineer or some one of those typical jobs you like to call, doesn't mean I'm going to forego what it is my actual interests are. What it is I going and be a police for when I have no interest in being a police for? Just so you could be like, well, my daughter is a police. No. What is you talking to your friend across the fence? No.
so basically you're saying that when it is you're young and your parents ask you to do something, right? Or want you to do a particular thing, like you say you're trying to pick CXC subjects, right? Uniform 3. Them want you to pick the sciences, the physics, the biology, the chemistry, but you want to pick art, PE. You see them the nutrition thing? Food and nutrition?
Yeah.
That's what you want to pick. Them don't see no future and now you're gonna do that, right?
It's up to me to pick these subjects, is it not?
Yeah, but you're not paying for nothing. You ain't paying for no uniform, you ain't paying for no books, you ain't paying for no food no money. You ain't working for no money, sorry, for them to give to you. You have nothing there that belongs to you. Everything you have owned is owned by your parent. All the money that you have come from your parent. Your parent picked the school, you didn't pick the school. Right?
Right.
Do what they say.
No.
Why?
Because at that point, when it is you come to the point of picking subjects, you're trying to set yourself up for life, essentially.
Yeah, but you don't think
what
about all
it
them
is you're
things.
doing after secondary
You
school.
don't think about all them things. When
I
you're in school.
was.
No, you was thinking about all that when you was in Form 3.
Like, what is I doing after? Because that was like a thing, because I went to a junior sec. So it was a big thing at Form 3 after you did NCSE. But it was 14 plus. I know it as 14 plus, whatever. 14 plus, you do 14 plus and then they send you to another school. Either send you across the fence to the senior version of the junior sec, or they send you to a different school.
Okay.
So it was a big deal to pick subjects that you were good in.
Okay.
Mine happened to be science. That's why it is I picked sciences. I didn't know nothing, and I didn't know which direction I wanted to go. But I just thought, well, I would pick sciences since I really like sciences. Integrated science was my thing. I got a trophy for it.
Yeah, but as I say, what self-awareness you had to think that's what you're telling me? You had enough self-awareness at the point in time to say, I know what subjects I want to pick, so I could do it in Form 4, so I could do it in Form 5, so I could go on and do something with these subjects in life?
Yeah.
That is self-awareness you had?
That's what I was thinking that I'd do with the sciences, but then I realized, well...
What you was thinking to do with the sciences? Just pass exams?
Yes!
No, you didn't have enough self-awareness then.
Okay.
You didn't have enough foresight with that then.
Maybe not.
Not in my opinion.
I didn't want to be like a doctor or anything like that.
You're just thinking more exams then.
Yeah.
I'm asking you about, because that's what it's mainly about. You picking these subjects so that you could eventually pass, yes. But that is where you stopping right there. That's the pass part.
Yeah.
With the exams. But it's after that, when you actually pass, what you're doing with that. That is what you have to think about after. Did you think about that? Did you think about that?
Not 100%, no.
What is not 100%? Did you think about that? What are you going to do integrated science when it is a pass? What are you going to do with that subject when it is your meeting? Did you think about that? Did you think about possible internships? Did you think about being putting that on a resume?
No.
Or being an employee? That's the things
I
that I
didn't
think
know
about.
nothing about like no resume or employee or anything like that.
Did you think these things would help you in an OJT form?
No.
Did you think these things would help you when it comes to getting a government job or office job?
No.
Oh, what did you really think about at all?
I don't think okay, well, I see it like this instead. I don't think I had the proper self-awareness to think, well, this is what it is. This is what I want to be doing, so I could put it on my resume and I could apply for this job or that job. It wasn't anything like that. The pressure on me was to pick subjects that I am good at so that I could get passes.
Yeah, but we're going to do the passes after you have to think about all that.
Nobody like that to me.
Life is not just Form 5 and you're dead after. You know?
No,
Rest in peace to the people who the circumstance.
Yeah.
But life is after Form 5 too. We're going to do with biology, physics, and everything about that too.
Well, the common thing was to be like, well, I want to be an engineer. What type of engineer?
You wanted to be an engineer, are you thinking
No
more?
idea.
Are you thinking more?
No, like anytime somebody asks in the class, there's the thing I'd say because other children would say that.
Engineer of what?
I don't know. They used to leave you alone after the question, so I
So-
just used to be like, okay,
so
cool.
you
You leave
just-
me alone.
You just hear this saying engineer because you hear somebody else say it?
Yes. I had no proper direction when I was going in school. None of my parents pointed me in any type of direction either.
Ah.
So it's like the main focus was get passes. Make sure you get ones and twos. And it can't just be 1-1 and 1-2. It needs to be all of your subjects that you're doing need to be ones and twos. No threes. If being a 3 here is a problem.
Back to the main topic about the parents, and I could bring in some of the grades too, right? When does you talking about the grades? When does you talking about the parents? They want you to get the twos. They want you to get the twos. They want you to get the ones.
Yeah.
But at the same time, right, you picking the subjects that they would want you to pick.
Yeah.
Even if it is they say it or not. You would think my mother or my father want me to pick this subject.
Yeah.
Or you would think my mother and my father want me to get a set of ones or a set of twos or something close to perfection. But at the same time, you have to do it still, right? You have to do what they want, right?
Basically, yeah.
Why don't you just do what your parents want? I mean, they make you, right?
Just because they made you and they're responsible for you being here. The choice is
They
responsible for
feeding
you
you,
being
they
here.
clothing you, they're giving you some place to sleep at the end of the day. They giving you a pet if you ask for a pet. They buying food for you. You know, they cooking food for you, as I say. So why don't you just do what they want? You're supposed to be subservient,
No.
right? Yeah, you could be an individual. Yeah, you could say, well, I want boundaries, X, Y, and Z. But your boundaries not supposed to impede their boundaries. Is it not so? Their boundaries is don't close no door hard, don't lock no door, don't talk back, no obscene language, be respectful when our guests over, be polite, be in a kind fashion, right?
Mm.
When I tell you to do something, go and do it speedy, you know? Right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So why not just do it? Why not just be subservient and obedient and just do it?
Because you are a person, and because you are a person, you have an inherent need to be an individual.
No.
That is why children are rebellious.
I don't agree with these things, right? I'm just asking you the question.
Oh, okay.
Right? But I think when it comes down to that type of thinking, I think that's incorrect when it comes to the parent, because it have this weird skewed idea that when it is your parent, and I don't know if I will end up like this if it is time to have children, but this type of I own you, not fully realized 100%, but this type of I am in charge of you, yes, but at the same time I have ownership of you.
Yeah, like he's my child.
Yeah, my child, and I have say and swear and responsibility over what you wear, what you eat, and I clean you and I bathe you when it is small, I take care of you when it is your small, I help you walk, all these things. So you know there's some false sense of ownership when it is you're young, and then you get old. It's like that. It doesn't go, it just grow.
Yeah.
So when I get older, it's like, who you talking to?
Mm-hmm.
I make you, you know.
Yeah.
I could have killed you when you was young, you know.
Yeah.
I could still do it, you know.
Yeah, I bring you here.
Like
I could
that?
take you, but I could take you out.
Like that thing we saw on online where the mothers they get the pressure when it is the other child. But the other side of that is the next one, next side.
Post-traumatic psychosis.
Right, where they just want to kill the child, right?
Yeah.
I think most mothers desire that too. And they just be aware that it is they have it. Do execute on it, of course.
Yeah.
But they're still aware that they have it up here. So whereas you always seeing somebody small like this and vulnerable, that doesn't exactly remove from your thoughts. It's always there.
Yeah.
It's like you always seeing food in the fridge, food in the fridge, food in the fridge, to the point where you take that for granted and say, well, I don't know what about. Always have fucking food in the fridge.
Yeah.
It's like you always seeing this person vulnerable right through for years and years and years and years, and to the point where you're like, where you going? You know you're vulnerable out here? like that now. It's a skewed type of thinking.
Mm.
It like it's morphed and evolved over the years where parents like to, as I say, take ownership of the child, which in a way is true
Mm.
because you need to take ownership of your child in certain circumstances. But when it comes to your child being an individual, helping a child be an individual, helping them have an identity of their own, that's a lot more challenging than just don't close my door hard, don't lock no door, them type of thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're dealing with a whole other person there, and them parents when they was young too, I'm sure they wasn't easy to deal with either.
Yeah.
So I think they're moving out of fear all the time.
Most likely.
Because they might most likely was asked to.
And then most parents, most of the people that end up being parents, it's not like it was like a planned thing, like, you know, they was
Yeah,
like,
too.
you know, already. No, most of them like have children when it is they themselves was still children. They were still in school or they're still in like the early 20s or something. Some of them had their children when they were still children. So it's like he wasn't mature enough, he wasn't prepared.
There's a
He didn't
whole
have
other
no,
topic
didn't
there.
have anything like family planning
There's a whole
involved.
other topic there, like what exactly is, how you just distinguish that? Child for, that's why I don't want to get into that. I said, yeah, let us leave it right
Alright.
there, okay? I think we're talking about, is it kind of, about school and subjects and the expectations of your parent. And yeah, let me know what you think, right?
What?
Let me know what you think in the comments.
Dave, there's not a video, right?
If your
it
parents,
wasn't.
if your parents have expectations
I look at the camera once.
of you, so it's me and you talking. Let me know if your parents had expectations of you. You didn't say anything bad. What you do? Let me know if your parents have expectations of you. Leave a comment down below. What happened to you, boy? Leave a comment and let me know what you think about the video. If you agree with it, you want to hear from me, right? Don't get me in trouble.
Everybody like doubles.